Animation in Envision is completely viewed on the timeline. In this part, we'll actually learn how to create moving people with Envision. We need to know two things. First, naturally the animated people assets. This we can filter with the animated checkbox. And second, how to draw paths. Animated assets will walk along these paths. There are multiple ways to do this.
The first method is the Anima Crowd simulation. Click on the Anima Crowd button and click on the surface you want to start with. You will see an empty cube placed where you clicked. You will also be able to see the Create Path button on the top right. Click on it and draw the path you want the assets to follow or walk along. Once you have marked all the points for the path, click Done in the top middle of your screen. Now the path is ready. Now on the right panel we have an actor count. It gives you a default number. You can increase or decrease it however you like. For now I will add 6. Now you see this Generate button on the top. Click that and the crowd will be generated. If you haven't downloaded any animated assets, this could take some time, but you will see that download status on the screen as well. Nice! You have the crowd ready, but you might be wondering that, hey, if it's real time, why don't I see the people walking? Well, stay put. Because to see the animations, you have to go to the timeline and hit play. This is the animation timeline button. Any animation you want to preview, you have to do it here. Right away, let's click on the play button. That's what I'm talking about. As you see, it took me hardly a minute to set this up. It actually is super fast. Go ahead, knock yourself out, create a few paths. Alright, now that you got the buzz, let me give you a few more details. You might notice that the path is not wide enough and the crowd slows down when crossing each other. First of all, I think that's amazing and gives a realistic reflection of how people might move in such a scenario. But I have the option to change the thickness of this path here. Increase it a bit and see how the crowd adjusts to it. Not only that, guys, I have full control over the assets as well. If I select an asset, I can change the side offset, as well as the forward-backward offset from the point of origin of the asset on the path. I can also control the speed of individual assets. Try it. If it's too fast, they will actually start running. It's simply wonderful to have this control on the animation with such ease. Now, if I want to increase the number of assets, or actors as it says in Envision, I can simply select the asset box and increase the actor count here. I will change it to 10. Now when I hit play, I won't see the change. I have to first click on Generate once more to generate 10 actors. Now that's some kick-ass stuff right there. Sometimes you might see duplicate people assets or assets that you don't like. You can choose the assets as well. For example, you can create a spline individually and place assets manually. And later you can define the spline as your path and bind your placed assets to it. But my preferred method is a mix of both. Here's how I would like to do this. Use the Anima Crowd button and create a path. Now go to the Animated Assets library. Drag and drop your favorite assets to where it says Drop Actors for the Crowd. If you want all actors to be unique, drag and drop the same count for the actors. For example, if the actor count is 5, drop 5 unique actors to the list. This method lets you define the assets you want to create the crowd simulation with. Alright, that was for the crowd animation. Envision does not have animated vehicles at the moment. However, there is a way to manually animate the movement of cars. The simple concept is to have a path and then link an object to that path and it will move. Let's try it. So I will first create a spline using the spline tool. Now I will place a vehicle from the asset library. In the vehicle asset properties, there is a button that says Move Along Spline. Click on that and then click on the spline you created. There you go. The vehicle is linked to that spline. Now in the beta, some objects, specifically vehicles, adapt a 90-degree rotation when linked to a spline. So I have to manually rotate it back -90 using the rotate button. And now, when I play the animation, you will see my cars moving along the spline. I can use this method to animate any object in the model, like literally anything. Here's a quick animation I created using Envision. Did you know you could also animate your camera to move along a spline? We will cover this and more in the upcoming videos. Stay tuned and please leave your feedback in the comments.